Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
The UK Aviation podcast. My name is Dexter and I'm your host. Thank you for tuning on today. Remember, this is filmed before it is uploaded on YouTube. Now I will be reading out the first headlines and top stories today, including MPs hit out at British Airways over misuse of job retention scheme. Ryanair says 14-day quarantine is useless. Costs for their show now officially cancelled for 2020. Bombardier completes its departure from commercial aviation. TUI and Boeing reach a deal on 737 MAX groundings. Southend Airport runway event raises over £6,000 for NHS. Pressure building on British Airways over fire and rehire plans. BSA offers complimentary Boeing 787 engineer training. 5 astronauts launch from US soil in almost a decade. Ryanair, I've already read that. Wizz Air adds new routes from London Luton, and which UK airlines will start flying soon and when. Now let's start with the first headline, which is MPs hit out at British Airways over misuse of job retention scheme. In a statement to Parliament about the aviation industry, the Transport Minister has hit out at airlines such as British Airways who are misusing the coronavirus job retention scheme, CGRS, to pay staff wages but also threatening them with redundancy. Transport Minister Kelly Tolhurst made the statement on behalf of the Chancellor and said the scheme was not designed for taxpayers to fund the wages of employees, only for those companies to put those same staff on notice redundancy within the furlough period. The statement was made in response to urgent questions from Merriman MP, who said that he was concerned that many companies are using the pandemic to cut staff and impose new pay and conditions on those that don't lose their jobs. Mr. Merriman said, "Step forward, British Airways, the only airline that is effectively sacking its entire 42,000 workforce and replacing it with 30,000 jobs on inferior terms. BA have tried this before, but its workforce resisted, and outrageous that our national flag carrier is doing this at a time when the nation it is weakness and when we expect the country to do its bits." And I'm sorry if I'm misreading anything. Now that is the end of that headline, but do stay tuned as we will be reading out some more headlines, including Ryanair says 14-day quarantine is useless, TUI and Boeing reach a deal on 737 MAX groundings, and Bombardier completes its departure from commercial aviation, and more. So let's start off with Ryanair says 14-day quarantine is useless. Irish budget carrier Ryanair has rejected the UK government's 14-day quarantine, calling it ineffective and useless. The airline says that for a quarantine to be effective needs to detain passengers upon arrival to the UK, but under the UK government's plans, the mobile numbers of arriving, passengers will be taken, but they will be allowed to travel onto their designated quarantine address. A as this onward travel is unrestricted. It means passengers arriving to the UK who could potentially be coronavirus carriers can leave the airport by public transport such as Heathrow and Gatwick Express trains, bus and coach networks and taxis. Ryanair says there is nothing to stop people arriving in the UK to spread COVID-19 across London and any other UK city and with an airport. A spokesperson for Ryanair said this 14-day UK quarantine is ineffective, completely useless, and will have no effects on British passengers who largely ignore it. At the time, the medical science across Europe in countries such as Portugal, Spain, Italy and Germany have safely removed all isbound visitor restrictions. The imposition of completely defective quarantine in the UK is utterly useless and a total waste of time. Ryanair is going to be flying on the 1st of July with 1,000 daily flights for the most UK airports, and we look forward to welcoming thousands of UK visitors on well-earned summer holidays to Portugal, Spain, France and Italy. By taking phone numbers of passengers, the government hopes to check up on them to ensure they are quarantined at the address, but obviously on a mobile phone it can be answered from anywhere. Ryanair also say the government will only call 1% of them. The 14-day quarantine rule is due to come into force on the 8th of June. Now that is the end of the headlines. Ryanair says 14-day quarantine is useless, but still stay tuned as we are looking at TUI and Burn reach a deal on 737 MAX groundings, and also Wizz Air adds new routes from London Luton, so please stay tuned. Now let's look on the headlines. TUI and Burn reach a deal on 737 MAX groundings. As you may know, the 737 MAX needed to be grounded, and I thought it needed to be grounded as it killed all those people on that Lion Air flight, and there was another plane that nearly crashed the day before that, but it landed safely. So let's get started. Travel giant TUI, which includes TUI UK, has reached a comprehensive compensation deal with Boeing over the groundings of the Boeing 737 MAX aircraft. While the details of the deal are confidential, TUI says that it is made up of sufficient amount of financial comprehension as well as credits against future aircraft purchases. As part of the deal, TUI has also revised the delivery schedule for its remaining 737 MAX aircraft on order, which will see them offset the delivery around half of the aircraft Boeing planned to delivery to the group in the next 2 months in the next 2 years. Fritz Jusen, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, CEO of TUI Group, said, "We have reached a fair agreement that strengthens our long-standing relationship with Boeing. The agreement provides TUI with compensation for a large part of costs that we are incurred due to the grounding of the 737 MAX. The new delivery schedule gives us flexibility because we will have fewer new aircraft delivered in the next years. This enables TUI to rapidly adapt its fleet growth to the currently challenging market environment, and it supports our plan to downsize the aircraft fleet and reduce the capital requirements for the aircraft investment in the group." Now this is what gone wrong with the the 737 MAX. The worldwide Boeing 737 MAX fleet was grounded in early 2019 after 2 fatal accidents of the type were both attributed to Boeing's maneuvering characteristics augmentation system, otherwise known as MCAS. The type has been undergoing upgrades its flight software in effort to get back in the air, but further problems were discovered with the process. It is not close to being finished. Now that is the end of TUI and Boeing reached a deal on the 737 MAX groundings. Now in our next episode we will look at Wow Air does a new set of flights from London Luton. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.